And I share with you my testimony of the goodness of God, despite my sin, my shame, my hurt, and my pain. After that moment of despair and hopelessness on my bed, and I said I was, at that point I really did. I was like, I'm done with men. Brother, keep over there. Don't come talk to me. I am just focusing on my walk with the Lord. It's just me and Jesus. I'm done with men. And not long after that, this handsome Latino hunk walks into my life. And the thing about it is, I was not looking, but God was for me, and he had other plans. When I surrendered my will and my desires for God's and was resigned to God being God of my life, he took over. And he sent me someone who is the antithesis, the complete opposite of my exes. He's a kind, loving, godly man who treated me so good that I seriously was confused because I was like, brother, what is your game? I was like, what angle are you coming from? What, you know? And I was so accustomed to being mistreated by men I had chosen that God blessed me by choosing for me. I wrote this here because in preparing this message, I don't know if this is for somebody right now. Stop choosing and let God choose. He already has what is right for you, but you just keep delaying his plan to release what he has for you because you're taking matters into your own hands. Let God choose. Trust him to choose. Can I continue to testify of God's goodness? After 12 years of financial distress and the loss of my children, only temporarily, because my confession about that whole situation is that they are on loan to their fathers. Because I believe, I have faith that God will restore my relationship with my children. And not only that, but each one of them will serve him, because I know that before these kids even left, I think all of them, maybe 6 or 7 years old, I led them in the Lord's Prayer. They gave their hearts to the Lord, and I know that my children will serve the Lord. I fully believe this, but it'll be in his own perfect timing. And I can say that I see the fruits of it because my oldest son, who's 18 now, he just had cut me off and just stopped speaking to me for 2 or 3 years. And then the end of last year, he starts texting me and reaching out. He showed up at our house New Year's Eve, and then a few weeks ago, I had dinner with him. So God will do it in his own timing, but you got to trust him. In 2023, 2 months after starting a fight for my second son and having an all-out screaming, fight with the Lord, I remember when we were going through this whole thing for my second son, Caleb. I'm in the driveway in the car, and I'm screaming at the Lord, and I'm like, why? How can you allow this to happen? This is the last one. If you take him, my house is going to be empty. I have no more kids. And then we found out, Ashley, we were pregnant. After 4 years. 4 years of trying. But this is the catch, right? We found out we were pregnant with Hezekiah. And the thing was that we pretty much had given up. And pretty much what we did was let God choose. Because we were like, God, if it's your will that we have a child, you'll do it. And the thing about it is, his timing was so immensely perfect. Because in the midst of all that despair that we were going through, we found out we were pregnant. Oh, my Lord. Sorrow turned into joy. It was such joy. Pastor Max called the pregnancy, said that was a nudge from God. And indeed it was. In the prospect of losing my last son, God restores. God blessed us with Hezekiah. And we chose his name accordingly because Hezekiah means strengthened by Yahweh. And we were strengthened by the knowledge that we were going to have him. We were strengthened. More goodness?